Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of beautiful Valemountain, welcome to Ride the Vibe. My name is Brian McNeil and I'm going to be emceeing for you guys today. So without further ado, let's get these riders out. The first guy I'm going to have come out is the current Canadian champion, my best buddy. Put your hands together for Sean Bird, aka Birdman. Waving to the crowd. All right, the next rider we're gonna have come out is a future Canadian champion at just 19 years old. Give it up for Christian Zanders, the silent assassin. All right, everyone, we're gonna get our motorcycles all warmed up here. In case you've never seen a motorcycle like this is called a trials motorcycle. They weigh just 150 pounds. The rear tire might look like it's a little low, but I'm telling you, we put about 4 PSI in the back and 6 PSI in the front, which helps us balance. These guys looks like they're getting those back brakes warmed up, getting that front tire way up to 12 o'clock. If you guys are impressed so far, make some noise for them. All right, let's get those front brakes warmed up. Looks like they're working pretty good. These guys are riding Scorpa Trials motorcycles made in Spain. All right, pop up into a wheelie here, doing some circle wheelies. This takes some serious precision with the clutch, back brake, and throttle all at the same time. All right, guys, what do we have? All right, we're gonna take it up a notch here into some team wheelies. Just feet from each other, getting those front end up, making it look easy. Looks like that back brake is getting nice and hot. He's got to cool it down with a little bit of water. Christian Zanders here. Let's see some nose wheelie tricks. Christian Zanders, just 19 years old. I started riding with this guy when he was 13 at just a beginner level. Now he rides the champ class. And here in the black, we got the current Canadian champion, Sean Bird. He will be defending his belt in Mission, British Columbia, 2 weeks from today. I hope to see you all there for the Canadian National. Look at that, doing a nose wheelie trick. All right, looks like Christian here popping up into a wheelie. It kind of looks like they want a human obstacle. Here at Ride the Vibe, we're always stepping it up. So I think it's time we step it up for the human obstacle. I'm gonna lay my life on the line here and have these guys jump over me. So as they line themselves up, guys, make some noise so that they get right up and over top of me.
Alright guys, Brian's got 2 options here what he can keep safe. He can put his hands over his eyes to keep those awful sights from coming in, those motorcycles flying over his eyes, or he can cover something a little more important there. Yeah, I think he might go with that one. Alright guys, you guys gotta make some noise so we don't hurt Brian and we can get all the way over top of him.
That's it. This is the human obstacle, Valemountain. We are stoked. We've got Z-Boy Zanders. He's getting right up close to Brian. What has he got for us? Wheeling. Oh, nose wheeling right by Brian, almost touching him. Oh, the dust up. He's coming towards him. Oh, in a slider. Come on, CJ. Who wants to see this guy? Jump over him. Oh, he's coming up close. Brian's ducking away. Oh, right over his head with the precise control on that trials bike. That's a 300cc Scorpa there. You know what, CJ, enough playing around. These people want to see you jump Brian. All right, he's coming towards him. Boom goes the dynamite right over Brian McNeil. Give it up for the human obstacle.
Guys, I laid my life down and he came through, so give it up for Christian Sanders and the human obstacle. All right, guys, why don't you come over here for a minute? Why don't you take your helmet off, show these people that you're a real human being there, Christian. All right, over here to my left, fresh new dad, 39 years old, Canadian champion, Sean Bird, has time to come out and put on a show for you guys, having a Canadian national to go and ride in 2 weeks. How you feeling, Sean? You having fun today or what?
Oh, this weather is unreal, Valemountain, and we are having such a blast on these trials bikes. But you know what? The more noise you make, the crazier and amazing these stunts get. So we want to remind you that you got to get behind us today, Valemountain. Let's go and ride the fast fashion. That's what I like to hear.
Oh man, Sean Bird, what a hype. Whoa, maybe you should put that helmet back on there, fella. Just kidding. My man, Christian Sanders, another one of my best buddies. Handsome fella, just 19 years old. He is going to attempt to take the belt from Sean Bird in 2 weeks at the National. How you feeling? You think you're going to beat this old guy or what?
I don't know, I'm gonna give him a run for his money, but he's pretty good on that weird looking two-wheeled machine. Guys, I must say I'm so stoked to be here in the beautiful village of Valemountain, and we're gonna put a good show on for you guys. We really feed off your energy, so the more noise you make, the better their tricks are gonna get, and maybe you'll even see a backflip.
That's right, guys. Don't go anywhere because we're going to get these bikes upside down. But first, we're going to demonstrate what Trials is all about. We got these obstacles here provided for us. Let's see if we can get these guys to show you what Trials is all about. As I was saying earlier, these guys are riding Scorpa Trials bikes. These are 300cc, two-stroke machines. Very, very light, about 150 pounds. It is basically a mountain bike with a very, very powerful two-stroke engine. Watch them balance. Trials is all about not putting your feet down and getting over the obstacle, just like that. Give it up for Christian Sanders. Sean Bird here demonstrating balance and focus to get over that obstacle, just like that, holding pressure and looking over to the crowd. If you guys are impressed so far, let me hear you make some noise. Current Canadian champion Sean Bird, and we got the young fella Christian Sanders. They're going to be representing Canada at the Trial des Nations in September. All right, guys, I think it's time to step it up a little bit and make a section. We're gonna mimic a trials competition for you guys. If you can imagine, blue ribbon on your left, red ribbon on your right, they will make a series of obstacles that makes a section. So this is what trials is all about. They're gonna try and get over, they're gonna start off here. This is the start of the section. They're gonna try and get up and over this tire. My gosh, that is hard to even walk across. After they get over that tire, they're gonna stop on a dime while balancing. They're gonna pop up and over this big log. Once they get over, again, they're gonna stop on a dime and get ready to jump up this very large tire. If you guys wanna see that, let me hear you make some noise. All right, we got the young Christian Sanders here, coming for the Canadian champion. Let's see if he can pull it off, guys. Coming into this section, hops up into a back wheel hop over the hole, still holding his balance. Can he hold it together just like that? Gets up and over into a nose wheelie, stopping that bike on a dime. Just like that, pops to the top, still holding his balance, because that's what trials is all about. All right, current Canadian champion, Sean Bird. Sean Bird was the youngest Canadian champion at just 16 years old back in 2001. Christian wasn't even born yet. All right, making it look easy with that little flick turn into a right up and over, holding that bike, holding pressure, still on the obstacle. Let's see if he can do it a little bit more flavorful with a splatter into it, up and over. Both of them clean. I think we can make this section slightly harder for them. All right. I think this time we're gonna start with the biggest obstacle first. Once they get up to this big obstacle, they're gonna stop. Like there's not even a motorcycle's length here. Once they get to here, they're gonna ride up and over the log, stop, turn, and finish off with the nice easy tire. You think they can pull it off? What do you think, Valemountain? All right, again, starting with the young assassin, Christian Zanders. Can he pull it off? Just like that, popping to the very top, making it look easy. He's been learning from the best. Still holding his balance. Guys, this is very, very difficult. Make some noise for Christian Zanders. Still holding it together. All right, Canadian champion. Can he pull it off without putting down a single foot? He wants to hear you guys, Valemountain. Make some noise, look at that. Launching that motorcycle right to the very top. Making it look easy, just like that. And not quite there, guys. This is the real deal. Give it up for Sean Bird. It looks like the young guy took the championship. Now that is what a trials situation would be like. Oh, we got a little bit of motorcycle malfunction here. Canadian champion here is gonna grab another bike. All right, guys. We brought this sea can all the way from Sicamous, and I think it's time to get these boys up on top. What do you guys think? You want to see that? All right, CJ lining up his bike. Can he pull it off? Right to the top, blasting up there, making it look easy. Once he's up there, there is only a motorcycle's length to turn that bike around. 1 inch too far and he's going right to the very bottom. Just like that, into a nose wheelie, going down. All right, looks like he's pointing at the other end of the sea can here. This ramp is even harder. It's shorter, but it's steeper. Once he gets up to the top, he's gonna hold his balance, turn that bike over, and look at that step. Once he gets up there and he's got his balance, he's gonna get to the very top of that step without putting down a single foot. Let's see if he can pull it off. Just like that, getting to the top with an extra wheelie for style points. Give it up for CJ. All right, we got Sean Bird here on the Vertigo. This bike is my bike. So guys, make some noise so we can get him right to the top. He is not used to riding this bike, guys, but he still pulls it off. Give it up for Sean Bird, Canadian champion. All right, guys, here at Ride the Vibe, you know we're always taking it up a notch. So I think it's time to take it up and show you guys the splatter. Just on the right side of the sea can here, we got this little tiny ramp that is just knee height. He is gonna launch his motorcycle, hit the wall, climb up it, and get to the top without putting down a single foot. It is called a splatter because if he doesn't make it to the top, when he hits the ground, he's gonna go splat. So guys, put your hands together, make some noise, and let's get these guys to the very top. Just like that, still holding it together. Sean Bird on the vertigo. Just like that, give it up for Sean Bird. All right, young Christian Zanders coming for that Canadian Championship. Let's see if he can get to the top. Guys, put your hands together for Christian Zanders. Again, launching his motorcycle to the very top, holding his balance. Can he get that last step without putting a foot down? Guys, make some noise! Woohoo! Making it look easy. All right. On the other end of the C-can, we got a slightly larger ramp, but now they're gonna have to jump to the very top. And guys, this is the real deal. There's no bags or anything to catch their fall. If they don't make it, it's gonna hurt. So, if we can get behind Christian Zanders here, make some noise and get him to the very top. We got Canadian champion up there in case he doesn't make it, launches it up and over, almost crashing in to the bike at the top. Give it up for Christian Zanders. We're gonna do that one more time in case you didn't see it. What do you guys say? Want to see that again? All right. Launching that motorcycle right to the very top. Just like that. Give it up for the young Christian Zanders. All right, everyone. We'll get these guys down from the C-can. We brought this airbag. Can you guys guess what that's for? It's time to get some air. Make some noise. All right, guys, as Christian was saying, the more noise you make, the crazier the tricks you're gonna get. So as they line up, make some noise! And a big wave to the crowd.
You know the day destroys the night. Night divides the day.
Look at these guys having some fun. Big smile on Sean's face. All right, guys, let's see what they got in their bag of tricks here. And a big 1 foot can, no footer from Sean Bird. Guys, we've been taking the BMX and freestyle motocross onto the trials bikes. This is freestyle trials. Lining their bikes up. What are they gonna have in store for us? A big no footer and a, what was that? That was a whip. All right, one more. Let's see what they got. Guys, make some noise for Christian and Sean. Big no-hander from Sean. All right, man, it looks like you're warmed up.
Yeah, man, I'm feeling good. And I'm just remembering, we missed one of these ramps on the C-can. There's that pretty big steep ramp there, and I think we should show you guys what that ramp's for. So, Valemount, make some noise if you want to see a backflip!
I can't hear you. Do you guys want to see a backflip? All right. As Christian was saying here, we got this ramp that goes straight up into the air. He's gonna attempt the wall backflip. We actually call this the concentration flip because it takes some serious concentration and guts to hit this ramp. So as he lines his motorbike up, guys, we're gonna get really, really quiet. Just like that, gets that bike all the way around. Give it up for Christian Zanders pulling off the wall flip. All right, guys, I got a question for you. Who wants to see another backflip? All right, this time we're gonna take it to the airbag. These guys are gonna jump it a couple times, get that right amount of speed, get that dialed in, and then they're gonna get their bike upside down. Christian Sanders gauging that right amount of speed. Looks like he's got it dialed in. Are you guys ready to see a backflip? All right, I think he's gonna go one more time. He's gonna check out the gauge the amount of speed, popping right up in there. Looks like he's got it down. What do you guys think? All right, guys, this takes some serious guts. So as he lines his motorcycle up, make some noise for Ride the Vibe! Both of them pulling it off together. Give it up for Christian Sanders and Sean Bird! That was epic! Guys, there's an issue though. Yeah. While you guys were upside down, I was looking over here into the crowd. And this little guy right here, he blinked. He didn't even see it. I think we gotta do that again, guys. You wanna see that again? Make some noise, Valemountain. All right, guys, in case you blinked and didn't get a chance to see these guys get upside down, this is your moment. Get your phones out, because here it goes. Make some noise. Just like that, give it up for Sean Bird and Christian Sanders. All right, guys, I just want to let you know that was insane. Look at these guys celebrating Sean Bird doing a backflip on a bike that he's never done before. That's how we do it. Ride the Vibe. All right, everyone, thank you so much for coming out to our show. We got one more show at 5 o'clock. If you'd like to come over and get a picture with the guys, get a signed autograph picture from Sean and the Christian here, come on over to the tent. We love you guys. Thank you so much for everything. Bye for now. Does it up on? There you go. There you go. How's that feel?
Hey, dude. Hey. Cheese. Nice. Cool. All right, let the shuttle go.
It looks like you have powerful engine.
Yeah.
$5. There you go.
All right. Woohoo! Snurky, you want to go on?
Go.
All right, Charlie.
Perfect.
Woohoo! Well, he was.
How's that feel?
Looking good.
Backflip? Go on.
That was so cool. Back up, guys. Hey, Jerks. Hey, all right.
Keep practicing doing
There you go.
Sure. Oh, do you want to pay out? Look at me. Of course. Shaky old grandpa. Hey now. You want to get in the photo too, buddy? That's your grandma. Wow, yeah, come on in. You can hang that up in there. Nice. Wow. You can never wash that t-shirt again.
Well, we're here at the Valemountain Sportsplex grounds, and we're here at Valemountain Days, and we're here with the boys from Ride the Vibe. First of all, guys, why don't you introduce yourself?
My name's Sean Bird. I'm from Port Coquitlam, British Columbia.
My name's Christian Sanders. I'm from Scotch Creek, Shuswap Lake area.
Hey, I'm Brian McNeil. I'm from Coquitlam.
Great. So what is Ride the Vibe? Like, tell us, I mean, obviously we know about the show, we know what you guys do, but how did it get started, and where do you go?
So a good friend of mine who I've known for over a decade, we've been doing Ride the Vibe shows since he moved over here. He's Australian and Canadian dual citizen, decided to make his way over here when he was quite young, and created the inception of Ride the Vibe.
Cool. And so whereabouts do you take this on tour?
We go all across Canada, all the way to Nova Scotia. Right now, Sam King's actually doing a show in Winnipeg, so we got 2 shows going on this weekend, so we took over the Valemountain show.
Oh, nice. So busy summer season, I guess this is where you get most of your shows in. So how long have you been doing this?
I've been riding since the age of 12 years old. Strictly trials for the most part and a little bit of enduro.
Yeah, okay, let's get a little more in depth in that. What is trials and how is it different from just riding bikes?
So a lot of the times I kind of explain it to people kind of like it's like the sport of golf, where it's yourself against yourself on the day, and the lowest points at the end of the day wins. So you don't want to place your foot in the competition aspect of sports. You don't want to touch, you don't want to crash, because that's 5 points, and lowest points at the end of the day wins.
Okay, cool. And how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this since I was, I think, 12, and I'm 19 now. I actually started doing Ride the Vibe shows because I went to one of Sam King's dirt schools, and I guess he's seen something in me, and now we're here on tour.
Oh, cool. And what got you into it, Brian?
I saw these guys ride in 2016 at the Rocks and Logs in Calgary. The motorcycle show was by far my favorite part of the entire race, per se, and 4 years later I seen these guys riding in Ioko, British Columbia, and they seen that I was getting pretty good and asked me to be a part of the team.
Nice. Well, you guys do make a great team. So let me ask you, what if one memory stands out for you from one show, what would it be?
I would say the first time I backflipped in a show, of course, like that's what gets the crowd going. And yeah, that's a fond memory, you know. I love this. This is just the passion I have for the sport of trials and freestyle trials.
Cool. Christian?
Probably this. This is the first show I've done a backflip in, and so it's cool doing the loop flip and the airbag flip, but I'd say the first memory I have is in Edmonton at K-Days. I was, I think, 13 years old at the time, and just to go out and do some wheelies felt amazing, and it was the start of this all.
Cool. I remember interviewing a skater one time, and they were telling me about it's kind of like being a gunfighter. Somebody sees you do something, and then they want to see you better that and better that and better that. Is that what happens in this sport too?
I think you're constantly trying to one-up yourself and get better. It's just, the difference between the apprentice and the master is the master is not afraid to fail, and you got to pick yourself back up and try again.
Right. So the backflip is a cool thing. What's next? Where do you go beyond backflips?
I think a few times today there was like a moment where I was in the position where you could take appendages off while you're flipping, do a no-handed backflip, or who knows, maybe soon you'll see people doing double backflips on trials bikes.
Cool. And you're just getting into the competition aspect of it, is that right? For at the Canadian level?
Yeah. So slowly, I've been competing since I started trials, along with freestyle, but I'm slowly working my way up. I spent the last winter in Spain at Raga School, so I'm really trying my best to get on the top and give this guy a run for his money for the title.
Nice. And so where do you go from here? Where's your next shows?
I think the next show is in Red Deer, Alberta, in that area, next weekend.
Okay.
There's another double booking on Canada Day, so
wow.
it's gonna be great.
Okay. Yeah. Well, great guys. Thanks very much for coming to Valemount. We really appreciate it. A super high energy show and a lot of fun. And best of luck with your tour.
Thank you very much for filming. We really appreciate your time, and we're so stoked. Thanks, Valemount.
Happy to be in this beautiful town.
Yeah.
You bet. Thanks, guys.